Car Mechanic Simulator. Is it just another game for casual players? Or digital paradise where real car enthusiasts can unwind and get lost in the sound of ratchets and restoration? For some, it's just a simple game. But for me, it's the closest thing to therapy. A place where grease, patience, and passion meet. I got the first Car Mechanic Simulator from 2019 or 2018, I believe. That was the first one that I played. And now later on with 2021, they dialed in a lot more things and it's a lot more enjoyable. Junkyard runs were one of my favorite things growing up. I remember when I was 16, 17 years old, going to a junkyard for the first time, and I'm just astonished. It's just a graveyard. And you have these random people just going in there and pulling cars apart and buying the parts for 80% off the original price, what you would get online. Of course, they're used and everything, but you can find some treasure at junkyards. And that's what's really, really neat about them, is you can find some treasure for a steal. And just doing that, for a couple years, going out there, pulling a motor, or finding a taillight or a headlight that's super hard to find that they may not make anymore for your car, or a little interior piece. That's such a neat thing that I've always loved about junkyards. And the fact that the game put it in there where you can go to a junkyard and you can find a car and there's barn finds. It's so tailored to a car enthusiast that you have barn finds, you have junkyards, you can search through the yards and find little trinkets and gadgets. Now, being in the industry, not only as a car guy, but a mechanic, there's something about this game that just is perfect. It is a perfect escape. Now, let me tell you why. Being a car enthusiast is one of the best things I've ever done, and also one of the worst things, and not just financially. The problem with cars is we keep coming to them even though it makes absolutely no sense. Financially, it's awful. It takes up so much of your time, and maybe there's a dream car that you can't achieve or you'll never achieve. Maybe the car you have right now is one of your dream cars. It's a car you've always wanted to own, but you cannot modify it in the way you want to because of the economy, and the price of car parts is just awful, and it's gotten worse throughout the years. And you don't have time. As you get older, you get more responsibilities, and you just find yourself not having the time, and when you do have the free time, you just want to relax. And I totally get that, and that's one of the worst parts about it. You don't have any tools. You got to build your tool collection. So sometimes you might not have a tool to do a certain job. You might not even have the knowledge to do a job. It's really, really difficult getting into this and not knowing what you're doing, or not having somebody that's willing to help you. I've been doing this for about 7 years, just tinkering with cars, and eventually I went into the professional field of repairing cars. And I still don't know everything. I could do this every day for my whole life, and I still would not know every single thing. You have to pick and choose what niche you want to get into, whether it's mechanic stuff, tuning, engine building, that kind of stuff. Being basically a well-rounded mechanic. You have to be a painter. If you want to build a car from start to finish, you have to be a painter, you have to be a mechanic, you need to be a welder, you need to tune cars, you need to know how to detail cars or window tint. There's so many avenues where you need to outsource to. And it's frustrating. Some people want to be part of the whole process with their car, and you can't. And I know it's every person's dreams to have their own shop, and every single piece of equipment you need to build a car from the ground up, you have in this game. And that's why I absolutely love it. Now, to start off, the soundtrack on this is so neat. It's just this house EDM music, and they have different radio stations, and it's just really good, just background music while you're working. But I know all of you have done the best combination, whether you play Minecraft or you play Black Ops Zombies. I know you've done the Spotify while playing your favorite game. And it is the perfect combination. There is nothing that beats your own playlist while you're playing a video game. There, I said it. That's all I have to say. Be mad at me all you want, but it makes the game even better. If you're somebody that doesn't understand how cars work, you can get the basic knowledge of how an engine is put together, how different suspension components are put together. You can really get to understand how a car is put together. Now, it's not going to teach you how to rebuild a car from start to finish by any means, but it's very good for somebody who does not understand what the name of something is and what its job is. This game is perfect for that. You can rebuild a car in a few hours from start to finish, your dream build. You are not constrained to time or money. If you want to put a V8 in a car that had a 4-cylinder, or you want to put a rotary in some old car, go ahead and do it. Whatever floats your boat, there's no stopping you. You can really get to experiment in this game and have a lot of fun with it. And it's something that I really love about it is it's the dream of, if I had all the money in the world, if I had all the time in the world, this is the life that I would be living. And it keeps you motivated and it keeps you creative. You don't need all the tools because you have them all in the shop. Not only that, but you can even customize your shop and you can make it look a certain way. But you have every single tool you'll need. You have a lift, you even have a brake lathe. We don't even use brake lathes anymore. Most people just replace rotors, but you have it. It's pretty neat. You have a dyno, you have a paint booth, you have a car wash station, you have a welder, you have an oil drum. You have everything at your disposal to do what you want with the car. And I absolutely love that. It's immersive and realistic. This game has a website with absolutely everything. You don't need to do research. You don't need to look for the best price. You don't need to look for coupons. You don't need to look for the right part if it matches your car. Everything is here. It's all the good parts about working on cars and none of the bad. There's no broken bolts. Sure, you have some rusty bolts and you spray it with WD-40 and it comes right off. There's no using an acetylene torch and that looks identical to a Hunter alignment machine. Now, it's not perfect, of course, but oh man, this interior is filthy. I gotta clean this. Anyways, I got distracted. And once you finally rebuilt your car, they actually implemented something for you to go drive it around. You can actually hear the motor. Now, it's not identical by any means. You can go drive your new car around that you just rebuilt. In this case, we did the FD Arc 7. Decided to go silver on silver. This is a build that I've always wanted to do, and I think it just looks gorgeous. The biggest problem is my brain is just everywhere. I want to be perfect. I want the perfect build. I want to know how to do everything on the car. I want to learn how to paint correct. I want to learn how to ceramic coat. I want to learn how to wet sand. I want to learn how to weld. I want to learn how to build engines. I want to do all the suspension work on the car. I want to learn how to tune the car. I want to learn how to clean and restore interiors. You can't do it all, but in this game, you can. The only limit is your imagination. For any of you that loves cars, engineering, or hands-on tinkering, it offers both entertainment and education in equal measure. It is a true playground for automotive enthusiasts. If you guys made it all the way to the end of this video, I'd really like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.